Sunday, May 20th, 2021. I just finished a road trip up to Wisconsin and Minnesota to play music, and now, the next day already, I'm heading on another short trip into Ohio, back to the Toledo area, and I'm just making a bit of a video about a couple things along the way. So I'm southbound on the Kennedy Expressway north of downtown Chicago, and I'm going to be heading out of the Chicago area on the Chicago Skyway. So the first attraction on this trip will be to go over the Skyway Bridge, which I've taken views of from the bottom side on my recent Train Odyssey 6, the first train, the Capital Limited Part 1 video. And I thought it'd be worthwhile to include going over the bridge. It's a rather hazy day. The Chicago skyline is somewhat hazed out. The John Hancock is the furthest one to the left, although it has a different name now. I forget what it is. I think they just reverted to the address of the building. And then, of course, the rightmost skyscraper way over there is the Sears/Willis Tower. And then the various other buildings in between. After a long wait getting through the Chicago Loop, I'm finally onto the Dan Ryan Expressway, heading south to the Skyway. We've got the expressways on the left and the through road on the right where I'm at.
Indiana Joe Road.
It can be a little easier to get on the exit for the Skyway from the express lanes, although you can get on from either.
1/2 mile. Take the exit on the right to I-90 East toward Indiana Joe Road. Exit on the right to I-90 East toward Indiana Joe Road. In 3/4 mile, keep left to I-90 East.
Pretty sure this bridge right here is the same one that the Capital Limited went over. If you watch my video on that.
Be in either of the 2 left lanes.
Luckily, most of this traffic is going off.
On I-90.
Finally, onto the Skyway now. I might just keep this going and make it a separate video from the main purpose of this trip. Just sort of tack it on like an addendum to my Train Odyssey. Might make more sense. can see trains off on the left. That's approximately where there's a couple different rail lines right next to each other there, and that's where the Capital Limited would have been. Change hands. My right arm was getting tired. Remarkably heavy traffic. Didn't really expect it to be anything like this. We can get some more views out to the left of the rail line going along there on the left side of the Skyway. It's currently $5.80 to take the Skyway. Now here's that toll plaza that we saw in the Capital Limited video. I'm just gonna forge straight ahead here. Pass accepted. It also takes Easy Pass and a bunch of other ones. Ahead, and it may not be that apparent yet, but the lift bridges that are just ahead and on the left are for the rail lines, and then the automotive bridge for the Skyway is on the right because the road curves up to it. lift bridges. They're on the left. So this is the same bridge we went next to and below on the Capital Limited. I think the speed limit's only about 45 miles an hour on the Skyway, but people are tearing over this thing at about 70 miles an hour, including me, so I don't get up in a pile up. I wanted to get over here, but there's such a stream of faster traffic. Finally an opening. And we're now in Indiana, and I believe that means the end of the Skyway. I didn't think it crossed over officially into Indiana. Anyway, and even though we just paid $5.80 when you take the Skyway, which, by the way, I should have mentioned is I-90. There is another toll booth, toll plaza, once we get just about a mile into Indiana. For the Indiana Toll Road. And of course they say easy pass only, but it's really all the other types of electronic transponders are also accepted. This is the bridge carrying Ohio 65 over the river, and that's the Maumee River.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on Nevada Street, then take the first right.
Okay, the next day, and coming back by the same route in the opposite direction, going through the greater Gary, Indiana area. And there are lots of, I don't know, steel mills and what have you in this area, but they're all pretty hard to catch with the camera. Bits and pieces of things on the horizon. It's easier to spot them with the eye than try to I'm paying attention to the road and just waving my camera around, so I don't know if I'm catching very much of it. So I'm just going over the Skyway in the other direction, but I'm not at the Skyway yet. It's another 14 miles to actually get to the end of that. That's the Gary Airport there. A very busy airport, apparently. Pretty small one. But it's counted amongst the Chicago area airports. I just don't know how much they get in the way of flights. Should be like Calumet. And as is usual with this stretch of road, it's marked 55 in this stretch, and the de facto speed limit is 70. So we should be right up next to the Illinois state line at this point. So we're going to be coming off the Indiana toll road, paying their final toll. And as before coming the other way, I'm expecting to try to shoot video for the entire duration of the Skyway. No point cheating the subject of the video. One thing about the recorded voice or synthesized voice, whichever it is on this Garmin, I've noted it before, it's pretty good with its diction and enunciation, and it puts T's on the end of words that have T's and P's and so on, but whenever it means to say light traffic, it says light traffic. There's just no T there. It's sort of an odd thing. Anyway, so we're getting up to the high bridge on the Skyway. Might be able to get a slightly better view of the lift bridges for the railroads this time, being on this side of the road. Oops. That's where the road is relative to the shore of Lake Michigan. Sorry it's so bouncy. So you can see the top of the lift bridges there. Cruising along on the Capital Limited, coming up to the toll for the Skyway, $5.80 again for a regular 2-axle passenger car, and upwards from there if you've got more stuff. Trucks, cars with trailers, whatever. Paying cash off to the right, or cash and credit card only. All the rest of the lanes are easy pass only. And since it seems that this stretch is in Illinois, I think it's got to be. It seems kind of interesting that they say easy pass, because in Illinois the toll authority by and large is got their own system, the I-Pass, but it is interchangeable with the easy pass. And since my understanding is that the Skyway, even though it's a tollway, is not part of the Illinois tollway system, so I guess they don't have any incentive to push I-Pass. I missed the opportunity to shoot that big technical high school that was spotted from the Capital Limited. I just went past it on the left, but I didn't get the camera around quick enough. Again, the de facto speed on the Skyway is 70 miles an hour, but it's posted 55, so shouldn't surprise anybody, but that does seem to be the norm.
Express West.
So just about a mile from getting off the Skyway at its north terminus. There's some freight train on the same tracks we used for the Capital Limited. Always have to pay close attention to the signs up here, because you can very quickly get...
An accident was reported on Dan Ryan Express Lane.
So stay off the express lane. Good tip.
Be in the left lane.
So I want to be in the right lane, the non-express lane of the Dan Ryan. And that should be just about here
In 4.5 miles,
should
keep
be the
left to I-90 West.
end of the Skyway. And here we merge with the Dan Ryan. And it looks nasty going south. While we're on the subject of bridges, this is one that always has interested me. It's a bridge on top of another bridge, but I don't get the impression they're actually using the lower bridge, except as a structure to build the upper bridge on. I'm not even sure what train or whatever goes up there. Well, any accident on the express lanes is not apparent from here. Of course, we are coming up straight on the south side of the downtown area, which is what the Dan Ryan does.
In 3/4 mile, take the exit on the left to I-90 Express toward 22nd Street.
I don't think I'm getting anywhere near the express lanes until I know where that accident is. Traffic is moving just fine without needing the express
Take the
lanes.
exit on the left to I-90 Express toward 22nd Street.
Big slowdown on the express lanes.
In 3/4 mile, keep left to I-90 West.
But I'm expecting it's going to get real slow anyway as we go through the loop area, because they've got all that construction and lane closures up there. This is about where we would intersect with Interstate 55, which just comes over about a mile away from the lake shore and crosses this expressway on its way to St. Louis. So there are signs around here for intersecting with I-55. There's been several police scooting up here, so maybe there is still some interest up ahead. And that's the expected slowdown on the west end of the loop.